Number 4. The Me feeds Cinnamini from day 28 to 65 days. 38 days of feeding. Mama Heis stopped feeding Sweety Cinnamini at 28 days old, 28 or 29 days old. And some people ask why. I said, well, I don't know. But I will say that little baby Cimini was about 10 grams heavier than Mama Heis at that point. So I could understand how Heis might think, well, I did my job, you're big now, you know. I could understand how that could be construed to be the point. But yeah, I fed that Cimini. I stood in the gap there for about 38 days. I fed Sweety Cinnamini. And so I fed Sweety Cinnamini more than Heis ever did, more than Mama Heis ever did. And I remember my sister Denise, at like 8 weeks old, she said, well, I would wean her. And I asked, what do you mean, stop feeding her? Yeah. And I said, well, I'm not going to. She's like, why not? I said, because I don't want to kill her. She said, well, when are you going to stop feeding her? I said, when she has shown me that she's able to eat on her own, obviously. It would be the only time that it's reasonable to stop feeding her. And it was at 9 weeks and 2 days old that I hatched out of the egg time. 9 weeks and 2 days old. Sweety Cinnamini. I weighed her at lunchtime, and she was in the upper 80 grams on her own for the first time. And I was like, yes, she's made it. She's made it. Because otherwise I was expecting her to be around 81 or 82 grams prior to me starting to feed her. So, what's the list? What's next on the list here for the dedication of Sweety Cinnamini? I had to cover the accident because I don't want that happening to anyone else if there's any possibility of it.